One. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Whoa.
Oh.
I'm like, my green screen is not good today. Got like going half in, half out, but oh well.
This is what you've all been waiting for. Forget Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. This is what the real hype has been building for. The next episode of Level Down.
Yeah.
And it's finally here to rave reviews.
Without incredible
his next film was going to
cinematography.
be his next film's going to be our campaign.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to do an adaptation of this epic.
The epic of lasagna.
Yeah.
Gosh, did I tell you guys that I went and saw it in IMAX 70mm?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The one
Like,
cinema in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
cinema in Australia.
I went to that one cinema, and I must admit, I thought The Odyssey was okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
We got some
I
hot
don't know if
takes
that's
for Level Down.
I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. I didn't think he did the story very well, and you know, it's a story that's already written, so it's very difficult for that to happen.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I
from
saw
what I've
it-
heard. Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
I saw it yesterday, and I thought like it tells a different story, but I think the story that he chose to tell is like makes a more compelling film, to be honest.
I thought that it was just like an action film rendition of The Odyssey. Like it's very
Action.
The Odyssey's pretty action packed. Like
It is. I don't know. I don't want to give spoilers, but I didn't like the characterization of some of the characters.
well, I will say I think the film's Odysseus is very different to the poem's Odysseus.
Yeah.
It changes a lot more
also-
things, and it's
Interstellar is still much better. That's my opinion.
wow. I hard disagree.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I'm leaving the podcast. We can't have this.
I love
My
that
hot take.
the start of this episode is just like a review of the Odyssey. What were you gonna say, Rudy?
My hot take is my favorite Nolan film is Prestige.
Prestige.
The
That's
Prestige.
cool.
I haven't seen it.
It's the magic one, right?
Yeah.
My hot take is that I've never seen a Christopher Nolan movie, which isn't really a hot take. It's just a fact.
Okay.
Have you not seen Interstellar?
I
Have you
haven't
not
seen
seen any of the
Interstellar.
Batman films? The
The
Dark
Inception?
Knight?
No.
I've watched bits and pieces of Interstellar, but I haven't watched all of it.
I've watched all of Interstellar.
Like
My-
Interstellar was good, but I thought the Odyssey was like definitely better, and just the ending of Interstellar is like a bit wacky.
But it's okay. Let it be wacky. My not so hot take
You
is
said
that
wacky
the
or
Odyssey
Wacky.
is that the Odyssey would have been much better if Hans Zimmer was doing the music for it. That's my opinion as well.
Who did the music for the Odyssey? Because you're just
Some
dogging
random
on them.
guy.
I don't even know. Okay,
Oh,
but
Hans Zimmer.
in their defense, so the music that they made using instruments that would have been around at the time, and some of the instruments they actually had to make for the film because they don't exist anymore. That's cool.
That's
But you
cool.
listen to the music and you're like, okay. Like
Like,
you
you
have to
can't
know all of these
tell.
bits and pieces about the film in order to be like, oh, that's actually cool. Like the fact that there's no CGI, everything's practical effects. You watch the movie and you're like, that's actually ridiculous that it's all practical effects. But if you don't have that knowledge going in, you're like, okay, cool.
I think the music was cool, but it was definitely more atmospheric than cinematic. Like there's not really a memorable theme song, but I don't think the Odyssey should have a theme song, personally.
They
Yeah,
did
looking
have
up the composer, it's the guy who did Oppenheimer and Tenet.
Anyway, so level
So-
down, guys. So what
Okay.
happened last
Yeah.
time? What happened last
Anyway.
time, Lee?
Sorry,
we,
sorry.
we, we
Let's-
like
sit
to
down.
like we like to shout out smaller creators on Level Down, like Christopher Nolan. Go
Let's
watch his
get-
film.
Let's get back on the
Shout out
tracks.
Hans Zimmer, my bestie.
Yeah. All right. On Level Down, the party is in the thick of a murder mystery of terrifying proportions. The Drow matriarch, Vicalia Sildari, Sawyer's grandmother, has been foully murdered in her own bedchambers by none other than a filthy Duergar. Not biased here, by the way. The party reached Deepwater shortly after the murder took place, and they need to quickly find the killer before the entire town degenerates into civil, well, not really civil war, because it is two like ancient warring civilizations, into kind of the usual state of affairs between the Drow and the Duergar, which is spending all their time killing each other. So most of the Drow are convinced that this is it. This is the last straw. They've tolerated the Duergar long enough. But Ludos Sildari, Sawyer's grandfather, has just enough power remaining to him to hold off the Drow attack for a 12-hour grace period in which to get to the bottom of this murder mystery. And so far, the party has discovered a few notable clues and suspects. Investigating the crime scene, they found that in the corpse there was embedded a fragment of a mithril dagger, which is the metal that the Duergars are known to smith. And the dagger had broken at an odd angle. There's something strange about how the tip had snapped off. They also found Duergar blood on the floor of the bedchamber, a trail of blood which led out the window and to a trail of footsteps which led down to the lake, where it seems the murderer stopped to wash their wounds and dispose of the rest of the dagger, and then across to the opposite side of the lake, where the Duergar settlement is. And they investigated the three different Duergar factions, those being the Guild of Smiths, the Guild of Stoners, and the Guild of the Unseen. And the heads of those different guilds are Don Smith, Don Stoner, and Don Gon, who the party had an audience with. In attendance were, well, yeah, good question. Don Gon didn't say anything, and he's permanently invisible, so you just had to take it on faith that he was there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, time is running out before the party will have to present evidence to the supposedly neutral Kuo-toa court, because the Kuo-toa will not tolerate war. They want justice to be done, and they'll continue to supply the town of, well, the settlement of Deepwater with its fragile supply of food, those being fish from the lake, which only the Kuo-toa can catch. So you collected all of the Duergar who were on shift on the night of, well, not kind of accounted for by other Duergar in their dormitories on the night of the crime. And there was a long list of mainly kind of low-ranking Duergar, but also presumably the three Dons were on shift, but of course they're all above suspicion. No one would think of accusing a Don of such a foul crime.
It's Don Gon.
And how dare you accuse Don Gon? Say that to his face.
Okay, Don Gon, it was you. You better speak back to me, mate.
What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing?
See, it was you. You're not even going to defend yourself?
So you gathered all of the suspects from the Duergar in the middle of the Duergar forges and squished them all into one area so you could cast a zone of truth, and then questioned them all. You asked some questions like, I think, what were they doing on the night of the crime? They all said they were working at their different Duergar jobs, and you asked them to show you all their weapons, and all of them held up their daggers except for one of the light stoners, that being the lowest rank in the stoner clan, light stoner Grug. And you also noticed his arm was bandaged from a recent mining injury. Now, Grug, you found out, was notorious amongst the Duergar for his hatred of the drow. He's always muttering about the blood of drow and calling them all sorts of slurs. And last night he drank himself into like a particularly deep drunken stupor. But when you questioned him inside the zone of truth, he said that all his injuries were from a simple mining accident, and he'd just been in the tunnels all night, and he left his weapon in his chambers. But shock, when he undid his bandages, you noticed the distinctive wounds inflicted by a tri-tip dagger, the same as that clasped in the dead fist of Vicalia Sildari. And that's where we left off last episode.
Ooh.
All of the other Duergar were staring at Grug in disbelief, even though it was quite plausible. You know, they all knew he hated the drow, but and also, before we forget again, Ludos Sildari has an adopted daughter, Serpika Sildari.
That's right.
Yeah, who you guys have not questioned yet. Back
So it's them.
in the Drow
Yeah.
Palace.
We gotta go back.
Guys, wait, I remember something.
I remember
Alright.
this one very
Guys,
important
I-
person who is totally responsible for the whole thing because I forgot and then I remembered again.
Guys, I just remembered. I have an adopted sibling.
Me.
Well, it's
Alright.
adopted like art.
So we resume our epic narrative in the depths of the Duergar halls, dug deep into the stone cliffs that overlook the lake of deep water. And the air here next to the forges is hot and heavy and full of acrid smoke. So you almost don't notice the distinctive smell of sulfur that you now know heralds the appearance of the Game Master until he is right behind you, and time slows for everyone except the four of you and the Game Master. Well, well, well.
Oh my god.
And how are my little detectives getting along with their mystery?
Swimmingly until you showed up, Game Master.
We just had a massive reveal that you just paused.
Oh, I do have impeccable timing. I always seem to appear just after some sort of plot twist or cliffhanger in your adventures, don't I?
Mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're telling a story.
Well, to business. I thought that since you are likely to head into even deadlier situations than the ones you have already faced, now would be a good time to reflect upon some of your past brushes with death. I want to know, what's the closest you have come to dying and entering the domain of Hades?
I can go first. I think it's honestly the most recent time where
Yep.
some of our brethren, our companions died, and I almost went along with them. That was definitely the closest I've been to death.
Yes, I do remember that. I was quite surprised at your tenacity, your the way you clung to life there, I thought for sure we were going to have to drop you from our list of contestants. But it appears the noble drow blood in you runs strong.
Maybe, who knows, but it's obviously not my time yet. Who's going
I'll
next?
go next. My answer's similar. Yeah, basically every fight we get in, is my closest brush with death. Each
Wizard
new one is a
core.
new, new and exciting way for me to be unconscious. Yeah,
Yes, I suppose you'll never know how close you've truly come to dying, being
until it happens.
unconscious so much.
Yeah.
What about you, Stefan? You must have had some narrow shaves in your pursuit of justice.
My closest was actually before being a lawyer when I was in military. It was when I was in a war in the trenches, and this was in my youth, so I was a little over 100. Yeah, a little over 100, and one of the enemy wizards cast Meteor Swarm, and I was 5 feet away from one of the orbs.
Damn.
So barely missed me, and the people surrounding me instantly gone.
That must have been a harrowing experience.
Yeah, I decided no more military for me.
Well, I
And then
didn't know
that's when I
you.
went. Yeah, that's when I
I
went
didn't
to
know you
lawyer
had
school.
served in the Horizon War. You must have some tales of that time, but that's for another question. What about you, Sir Bear? What's the closest you've come to death's cold embrace?
Well, I guess like I was knighted for a reason, right? Um I was very good at protecting my homeland, but you know, we always had raids that came and tried to take us out, and all these like really big weird creatures that live around on the ground. They're a bit scary. But I guess when I was like a teenager, I was a little bit I could help out, and I did help out, but probably not a good idea.
Well, I suppose it's my turn to share my answer, and this is a bit of a tough one for me, given that I'm pretty sure I'm immortal or practically immortal.
Immortal until proven otherwise.
Exactly.
We
I
could
don't
prove otherwise.
normal kind of bodily wounds don't bother me, that sort of thing.
Really? Can I try?
Eyes of hell. Oh yes. Please.
Fire
I'm all
sword!
yours. Give me your best shot. You your fire sword pierces straight through his belly and out the other side, and you see a bit of a smirk appear on the game master's face as he is completely unfazed. There's a little bit of like black blood that trickles out of the wound, but it evaporates as it hits your fire sword. And
Right?
almost before you've pulled it out, the wounds are healing around the blade.
Can I try and use my strength to pull it out like sideways?
Yeah, okay. Make a
Athletic.
athletic check.
Cut him like half and half. This is a very normal thing to do. Let me yeah, in weak.
Okay, DC 12.
23.
Okay, yeah. You do you want to like completely bisect him?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay.
I go out and then I go through the other way and I try and cut him in half.
Okay, so you
Oh, sorry. Who will be cutting in half?
the
The
game
game
master.
master. He said he can't be injured. I just wanted to test it out.
Okay.
You've made him forever 1 foot smaller.
He'll be fine. He's like a good training dummy.
Yeah.
Okay. As you wrench your sword out of his body, you leave a massive gash, which almost as fast as you swing the sword, like zips up behind the sword. It's just the flesh knitting itself together. The black blood is coating the blade and steaming in the fires of it. And then you hew back the other way. Your blade swings clean through. And for a second, like the game master is for a split second, he's in two pieces, and it seems like his torso's like almost gonna like topple over, but he's just standing there with his arms crossed, and his two halves of his body knit themselves back together. All right, we had our moment's entertainment. You convinced?
I want to get
Yep.
back to the mystery. Let's go.
I still
Guys,
need
it's
to.
not worth
I,
it.
I still need to answer my response to my own question.
Damn, I
The-
thought
Oh.
it was me.
Yeah, I want to know when you were close to death, Game Master.
Yeah, you will have noticed my extraordinary regenerative abilities and rather high pain threshold, if I do say so myself. But there was one time I perhaps bit off more than I could easily chew, at least. You see, I'd made a bit of a deal with an inhabitant in one of the villages on the ground. A young teenager, actually, but we don't need to go into the details. But they'd made a pact with me in exchange for their immortal soul, that I would protect their village from the ravages of the Horizon War. And I thought, oh, well, an easy soul to take. But unfortunately, their village was directly in the path of the massive blast redirected by Ambrose Gamble when he contained the power of the floatium bomb. So, of course, I had to use my body to shield the village from the blast. And, well, that's the closest I've been to being ripped apart into my constituent. Now I have to think of the game master. Does he have an understanding of the atomic theory of matter? I think he does. To my constituent atoms.
What's an atom?
Yeah, Sir Bear doesn't have an understanding of the whatever you said.
It's a very small thing. Anyway, I was briefly dissolved into a cloud of plasma, but it appears my regenerative abilities were up to the task, and I knitted myself back together into shape, even more handsome than before, I would
This
add.
actually sucks that you can't be killed unless we have the power of a nuclear bomb.
Well, that
What?
doesn't work.
We planted a
Why
kill
would
him?
you want to kill me, Sawyer?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I feel like so far he's been kind of harmless.
Yeah, but he's a pain in my
I
butt.
want to mystery.
I think
Let
us-
that's
let
my
us
cue to
back.
go. And the game master disappears. You're back in the depths of the Duergar halls. And everyone is staring at what Light Stoner Grug has just revealed. The 3 distinctive wounds on his arm.
Seize him. I mean, masters. Hear me out. Seize him.
I forgot that Sawyer's a slave.
Yeah.
Masters, hear me out.
Well, I'm not a very smart guy, but it's clear this guy's been mind controlled, right? Because he couldn't lie, and then he thought that something else happened, but it's clear that he was the one who actually did
Yeah,
it.
well, legally, we'll still have to take him to court to prove that.
Next step.
And there might be a manslaughter charge because if he was mind controlled to do it, he did end up killing someone.
Were we going to investigate his chambers or something?
He did say
That'd
he
be a
left
good
his
idea.
weapon in his chambers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we go look at it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you want to take custody of him?
Yes, definitely. I can.
Okay. He's pretty bewildered. He still doesn't seem to have really clocked the gravity of the situation. He still thinks he just had a big night on the beers and his pickaxe slipped. At least that's the story he's sticking to.
It
But
slipped 3
you,
times. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. And
Like Chicago? The musical? Anyways, no,
wait.
don't worry.
What is this? He had it coming. That one.
Yeah, but in that it's like and my knife slipped something times
Oh,
into his
Okay,
back.
anyway. Guys. Okay. Alright. I suspect that he may be under the influence of a modify memory spell or something similar.
Do you know if we can reverse it with like a restoration of some kind, or is it a permanent?
We could. Right now I have Stroding as 5th level spell because I didn't choose a spell, so I think it would be. I don't know if Leaf will just let me take Greater Restoration.
You
And
can
I don't
take
know
it
if
if
that's
you
what I
want.
would have.
You can
And
pick
with its-
whatever spell you want.
Maybe I don't want it though.
Does remove curse work?
I
Well,
think we should
no
go
one
to
else
his
could take
chamber.
it because.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
Modify
Sorry?
memory
do.
is not a curse.
But wizards
Why
can't
does-
do restoration anyway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't anyway. Oh well, my hands are tied.
I think Sawyer might be able to do restoration.
He's multi-classed,
Oh,
so.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I like
Mm.
eventually.
His hands
Does it
are
have-
literally
Yeah.
tied.
I assume it's greater restoration because it's a pretty high level spell.
I think no matter what, let's go to his chamber. Surely there's some indication of who might have manipulated him.
Yeah.
I can't
Master-
say that though. You guys need to say it.
The
As you-
chambers.
To his chamber!
As you take custody of Groog, and he doesn't really resist, the other acolytes disperse, glad to be done with the interrogation. But Master Smith.
Wait, can I cast?
Mhm.
Can I cast detect magic on him? On the
Yeah.
area?
Yep, sure. So
Is there any yeah.
So you see that like around the forges where the kind of higher ranking smiths are working, the weapons that they've produced seem to have a faint magical aura to them, especially the ones that are half forged out of mithril. And looking at Lightstoner Groog, you don't notice anything particularly magical about him. He doesn't seem to be cursed or transfigured or anything like that. And he doesn't have any magical items on him either. You do see that Master Smith Drellith has quite a nice magical dagger. I don't know what school of magic it would be. Killing.
Not enchantment.
Yeah, probably in.
Evocation's pretty like the big damage one usually.
Yeah.
Enchantment is like the blind warping one, so that's the one I'm looking for.
Oh,
Yeah.
his dagger would be, yeah, I'd say evocation.
Okay.
But I don't think no, you don't see any magical aura around Grug.
Mm.
He
Okay.
doesn't seem to, you don't think he's being actively mind controlled. At least.
Yeah. But I don't know if a modify memory would leave a trace anyway. So there's a
I think
chance that
I think for modified memory, the spell lasts only a minute, and then once the spell's finished, it's not a spell
really?
anymore.
Yeah. It's
So
just altered.
they just well after the spell's finished, their memory's altered, and then you need to restore their memory with
I reckon
restoration.
not only did someone modify his memory, but they also like mind controlled him or something. Or just suggested something to him that sounded reasonable. Meaning they could use a low level spell like suggestion.
Yeah.
He is pretty
So
racist.
he is pretty racist. I have a question, which is, how much do we care? Sorry. How much do we care if a war happens? Like, we could just give this guy in and, like,
I
we're
think
done.
Sawyer's the main one about a war. It is. There's your grandfather. You probably got aunts, uncles, cousins.
I don't know. I don't really know.
No, it's just your grandfather. He's the only like
It's just my
surviving blood relative.
I mean, war is war. It's gonna have ramifications not just in this community but further out. And this is the only like communities left in the Underdark. This is my home. I'd rather not have a big portion of the communities here go to war and die.
I think we're all anti-war here. Am I right?
Sounds like Sybil's war neutral.
I'm more
It's not very
neutral.
justice of you.
Not very justice.
I think war can bring to justice.
Well,
Yeah, after a lot of injustice.
So,
If we don't-
so when we go to chambers, what stuff is there?
What's that? Are you going to his chambers?
That's what we wanted to do,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so as you're leaving the area with all the smiths, Master Smith Brelith, who was the one who was showing you around, comes up to you. He wants to have a word. He says, "I'm not surprised that it's one of the stoners. You know, they're always
That was hard.
Very
shifty,
stoned.
aggressive, and that one in particular. But his other stoner comrades, they're a tight knit group. I don't think they'd ever willingly give him up without a fight. You'll have to find some pretty convincing evidence, or perhaps you could add a bit of a twist to the evidence. Maybe suggested that he was plotting against the rest of them, something like that. Something to avoid a war. You know, one less stoner. It's not much to the Duergar, but an all-out war. Well, it's bad for business, and well, good for the weapons business, but not long term. Just a word of advice.
Damn.
Right. Right. I don't trust anyone here.
Yeah, it's not very justice.
Stoner Grug, Light Stoner Grug, shows you to his chambers. It's like pretty squalid. He's got a small room off the main stoner dormitory, and you see there's a lot of kind of empty ale flagons lying around. And there's his pickaxe leaning up against the wall, and his little kind of sleeping mat on the ground. That's pretty much it. He doesn't have many possessions. You feel like if he could read, he'd probably have some sort of anti-drow manifesto, but He seems pretty illiterate.
I still have detect magic up. Is there anything in his room that is magic?
Let me think. No, there's nothing magical in his room. Are you looking for... Yeah, are you looking for anything in particular in this room?
I'm looking... I want to inspect his axe, see if there's any, like, remnants of, like, a fight against, like, a magical person or magical weapons. I'll lift up under his bed.
Okay, make an investigation check as you're kind of searching for his bedclothes.
Yay, 21.
Okay. As you're lifting his bed, kind of searching through the covers, something lying, the like stone cobbles under his bed are kind of roughly put together, and you catch a glint of something silver lying under the cobbles.
Mithril. I delicately, like, I get like a handkerchief and I like pick it up in the handkerchief.
Okay, you find that there's an intact mithril dagger that is coated in congealed blood.
Right. So he killed or was compelled to kill the queen, but another dagger was used to like lead, like another dagger was fractured and like left in her body to like lead us here basically, which isn't a great sign that we have come directly here. If someone's still plotting something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
someone
think we need to
made
go
us go in
to the
this
draft.
direction.
Yes.
Stoner Grug looks at the dagger. I told you I left it in here somewhere. Just misplaced it, but whose blood is that on it?
Don't you worry about that, Stoner Group. We're gonna do our best to help you. We believe that's the blood of the... Wait, can you taste it, Sir Bear? Are you able to identify whether it's the Queen's blood?
I don't know, I did taste the queen's blood. Does it taste the same? It all tastes like blood, right?
Okay.
I was able to identify Duergar blood, so surely you can.
We can
Make a
both give it a
medicine.
taste.
Make a medicine check. DC
Oh.
18 to identify the blood.
I don't have my.
Natural 20 for 25.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Blood detective.
Okay.
I drink
Not
more
only
blood.
do you instantly recognize the taste of Duergar blood, you note that this is a different taste to the blood of the Duergar that you found in Matriarch Sildari's chambers.
Oh.
It's
No.
not him,
Okay.
and it's not the other Duergar. It's a
He
new guy.
stabbed another... Okay, I think maybe we need to go to the thing of the unseen, because they have the magic to like... If another Duergar was part of this, only they would have the magic to modify his memory or do something like that. Like, he probably had an accomplice, right?
Mm.
And they got maybe in a fight or something.
It'll definitely be.
I still think the drow have to be involved somehow, but I'm
Yeah, your
not
your aunt,
Guys, I just
your
remembered.
your unrelated aunt seems quite a suspicious link that we haven't talked to.
Yes. I also, Sir Bear, before we leave, Grug, we're gonna help you as much as we can. It's not looking good for you, buddy. I'm just gonna say that. But we can help you if you let Sir Bear here lick your wound.
I don't understand. I mean, a simple mining accident happen. It can happen to anyone. I'm not going to be. I'm not. They're not going to put me in the kitchens or something like that. I just want to keep working the mines. Like,
Oh, it'll be worse than that if they find that you're responsible, mate. Let me taste your
that'll-
blood.
you want to taste?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I do. Because I can.
So
Well, I've tasted some blood recently, and
Oh,
if the blood
I
is
need
the
it.
same as your blood, then
I need a
Oh,
drink.
what is
Get me something to drink, and I'll let you lick whatever you want.
can I lick your blood first in case it changes the taste?
No,
It won't change it that quickly, right?
It could. Who
It's
knows?
old, it'd be old on his wound.
At least-
I have an ink bottle.
he greedily slurps down the ink. Oh,
Okay.
that's foul. What sort of foul brew? What's that?
I think you just
Quick, lick him.
poisoned him.
Lick
Okay,
him.
I'll I don't know, take out a little dagger and cut a little slice because I don't want to lick his gross old wound, and I'll taste his blood.
He's not gonna let you take a slice of his arm.
No, not like that big. Like prick his finger. Prick his finger and lick it.
Okay.
This is the agreement.
Okay. You lick it, and it is the same as the blood on his dagger.
You hurt
But
yourself.
he wasn't there.
But he wasn't at the crime scene.
He wasn't the one who did the crime, but he's been framed by his own.
He's the red
Maybe he
herring.
was he was drunk and knocked out, and then someone came by and dealt the same damage that they would have expected to have received.
Well,
Yes.
someone killed,
Used a three-pronged
did the
weapon.
murder, took the sword, ran over, scratched him on the arm, ran back.
But
That's
she
all
still had her
Duergar.
sword, right? She still had her three-pronged weapon with her, the queen.
Yeah, but
Yes.
the murder person probably just like took it off her.
I mean,
went
and then
back
went-
and put it to bed.
Can we look at the wounds a bit closer? Does it look like it was dealt with the same, like actually the same shaped weapon, or is it like dealt with like maybe just like a really thin dagger that they
They like
did in,
tried
like,
to
3
make it
goes?
look like the three-pronged, even though it's just a normal dagger. Because I feel like you could probably do that.
Who has good medicine?
Me.
Yeah, make a
Yeah.
medicine check to investigate the wound.
Another natural 20.
Oh,
I said I picked up the dice and I did this, and then I rolled it and it went back into 20. Another 25.
Wow. Sir Bear is really cracking this case wide open with his
true
knowledge of
detective.
medicine.
And his licking of wounds.
Okay.
I literally was going to say, what if he stabbed himself? I'm so proud that... Okay, anyway, keep going.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of you pry into these wounds a little bit delicately with your delicate bare fingers, and
No, I have normal human hands.
Yes, man.
It's just a bare head. Okay. You guys don't know what my feet are, though.
Listen, man. It's just a bare head.
and you see that each wound is comprised of 3 slits, but carefully looking deeper, you notice that each of these 3 slits goes to a slightly different depth.
So, yeah,
As
so it's
I
not...
thought.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Listen here. You have been framed. Your memory has been modified so that you don't even, like, remember how you got this wound. But the wound is from you stabbing yourself with your mithril dagger 3 times. And that's important.
Or someone
Why?
else stabbing you with it.
I think he just
I think someone
passed
stabbed
out
him.
drunk. He was just fully knocked
And someone
out
else stabbed him.
and just stabbed him 3 times.
But why did he lie about where the he lied about where the injury came from, which would require something like modified memory.
That's alright. We found
Well,
what we need. We should go and talk to the
Yeah.
drow again.
He could have just gotten like lightly injured from the pick
Wait,
and
who
then
is the...
went away and got stabbed properly.
Wait, there's still Duergar blood that came from
Yeah.
the
Yes.
crime.
Who was the
The
Duergar-
actual murderer was a Duergar.
Yeah. Who spoke to us just before and was like, "Why don't you just kill this guy?"
No, why don't you like
That's
make
his
the
leader,
evidence
right?
worse against
Yeah,
them?
why don't you make the evidence
Yeah.
worse?
That was Master Smith Drellith, not one of the Dons, but like just below the Dons in the hierarchy.
It definitely seems
As a
like
Master Smith.
he wants to ruin the stoners, so he could be a
Yeah,
suspect.
I think that it will come from an unseen member and not a Smith member, just because of
Yeah.
like
The
there's.
magic.
Oh, I guess there might not have been any magic now. I don't know. I think there's still probably magic involved. Do we think we should talk to the drow lady first, because she might have some stuff that then we can come back and. I know it's a lot of walking around, but
Well, I think the current thing is that we now don't know who the Duergar in the room was anymore, which means we're in the location to find him. Number one priority is to find that Duergar.
Yeah, we haven't unaccounted Duergar, like their blood. So, and like the drow lady is like a maybe. She's just
It's
suspicious.
very loose.
she's just suspicious. Grug, do you have any friends outside of your clan? Or any enemies?
Oh, I have lots of enemies. All of the drow. I'm their number one enemy. It
Yep.
was definitely some blooded drow that did this to me. I'll throttle them with my own two hands. This one would do nicely. And he's
No,
Whoa,
Greg.
wait.
Yeah.
This one.
Hey, dude, this is like the opposite of what you need in order to sell your defense. You probably want to be a bit more
Yeah.
chill.
who am I defending myself against anyway? All of the other stoners
Everyone?
are gonna be proud that I've killed the head of the drow.
The Smiths
You
are.
didn't!
wasn't
We
you.
told you didn't!
Oh,
You stabbed yourself!
okay, I know I
That's all
didn't
that
actually do it, but I wish I had.
If you say you did, you're gonna die! The Dons are gonna kill you! Don Gone is gonna make sure you're Don Gone!
Not Don Gone. Does he? Have you ever seen him?
You will be done
No.
gone with the wind.
No, we've only been here so long. We haven't had the chance.
No one's ever seen him.
Okay. I literally think we have no more leads here with the dwarves, so I think we have to go back and investigate the drow. Even if we end up coming back to the dwarves, we've hit a dead end because we found the red herring.
What if it was Don
Well,
gone?
But there is the whole Gone like side that we haven't investigated because none of them have appeared.
Yeah, you could
but,
go
like,
interrogate the clan of the unseen a bit more, or
because they didn't come to our little truth thing, did they?
No, they did. There were the three unseen acolytes there. They were all telling the truth, seemingly.
I think it might be.
I don't know. Let's put it to a vote. Who thinks we should go back to the drow? Just me?
Yeah, we
All right.
may as well.
Okay.
I don't know what else there is to see here. We should keep this guy like locked up though, just in case he stirs more trouble.
I'm suspicious of the Master Smith.
Do we want to
because he's
send him
so
to the
insistent.
Kuatoa? Yeah.
Yes. I think like if we find something over there, it can lead us back here with more knowledge and more intent. But
yeah, I think you're
right now we're kind of just. All right, let's head back. We tell Master Smith that we're not sure what he's done, but he's definitely suspicious, and like to keep an eye on him or lock him up, maybe. But I don't want to like let him know what we know.
Good idea.
As we're trudging back to the drow encampment,
How's the giant
I'm like,
timer looking? has the giant sand timer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Hey, don't remind him. How could you? It should have been a later thing. We gotta get everything together
It
first.
still
and
looks like
then
there's 12 hours of sand left, surely.
14 hours. It's going up.
I see.
It looks like about 3/4 of the sand has fallen through so far.
No.
Oh! We're running
What?
out of time.
Always. Bro, we're running out of time. Okay.
I start
Yeah.
sprinting to
Split
the
the
drow.
party.
We want to find this princess.
Mm.
Okay. You head back to the drow palace, I guess. And its adjoining chambers, and you approach the great doors leading into the great hall of the drow. They're shut closed, but you can hear voices murmuring excitedly from within. And one voice appears to be rising above the rest. And as you approach, you catch some of what this female voice is saying. Our matriarch, will we stand for this? From the Duergar, that species that has been beneath us for millennia, and we have now tolerated as our equals for too long.
Oh god.
My adoptive father would have us wait, but he is weak. Are we going to listen to a male? Let him dictate our war policy? I say no. We strike now, while our metal is fierce and our blades are sharp. We must pierce the heart of the Duergar encampment and exterminate them for good.
I feel like we know who
And-
was doing.
Yeah, that sounds suspiciously like my adopted aunt.
I like cautiously like poke my head in, like, hey.
Immediately there's
Just-
like 10 swords leveled at you.
Oh, excuse my servant. Remember me? The chosen one? Hello, everyone. What's up? What's up, my dudes? I mean, my women.
You can't say that
You-
into our community.
You are met with like
My
the
gals.
coldest looks you have ever seen. And Sir Pika Sildari, or who you presume to be Sir Pika Sildari, your adopted aunt, is standing on the dais at the front of the hall, and stares down at you. There's she's pretty tall and also standing on this like 2-foot platform, so she's definitely looking down into your soul. Ah, my distant relative. Such impeccable timing. You're just in time for our war council. You see, the plans have changed somewhat since you went off on your little detective quest. Us here have been busy making actual preparations.
And you think you're strong enough? You've just lost your matriarch. You're weak. You don't even have Loth on your side. She's on my side.
Jesus.
Wow.
What makes you think you can stand up against the Duergar?
We are not weak. We are, in fact, stronger than we have ever been, galvanized by the loss of our matriarch. A tragedy, to be sure. But she was grown old. She lacked the strength, the vision to do what was necessary. And it is time for a stronger, younger leader to take her place. And I'm
I
sure
have
you-
opportunity for you, Paquita. What was her name again?
Sir Pika.
Sir Pika. That's right.
Sir? You're not a
Ooh,
knight.
He's not-
Sir Pika.
Is she allowed under Drought Law to take control?
Who's
It
next
would
in
be
line?
Well, it'd be
unorthodox, but she is the adopted daughter, so in theory she would have most would probably support her if she chose to make a claim on the throne. So Pika looks at you, Sawyer. I'm sure you would agree that we would prefer a Sildari on the throne instead of Diamanta Arasta. We need to put aside our differences and do what's best for this family.
Maybe that is
What's
so.
best for this family, or what's best for you?
It is quite the opportunity that has come about for you, Sapika. Quite fortunate for you.
What are you trying to imply?
Nothing.
Perhaps we should retire to my chambers.
Let's.
She ushers you through. She ushers you through a set of doors adjoining the hall, into a room that's kind of like decked out in Loth merchandise.
What?
She's got like
It's just spiderwebs.
yeah,
mini plush like renditions of. There's one in her bed.
Yeah, I got a lower tier twos.
I got a low Funko.
Little body pillow.
Oh no.
Sorry, I
You
need to
see-
clean that one.
she's got a like a little kind of terrarium in which there's a pretty sizable tarantula. It's like pressed up against the glass, staring at you.
Fantastic.
I love spiders. Well,
Now we are in private. Let us speak plainly, face to face. What did you mean by that confrontation?
I think you know what I meant. It is awfully convenient, and I think you need to explain yourself how and where you were last night.
Last night? Well, I finished my duties as handmaiden to the matriarch. I assisted her to bed, and then I retired to my own chambers until a few hours later, when the guards found her murdered in bed. And
Out of bed, huh?
suppose for a moment that you are accusing me of murdering the matriarch, which I would never do. Tell me, what did you find in her chambers exactly? What evidence?
I don't know. What do you think we found?
I think you found Duergar filth.
And why do you think that?
Can I insight
Who
check?
else would kill the matriarch of the drown? Yes, you can make an insight check.
I think that she knows what is found in this room because she put it there.
Oh, let's see how well I do. None of us have guidance, do we? Rip.
Doesn't Ricky?
I have guidance.
She'll know if we cast guidance.
Yeah.
15.
She seems to be she doesn't seem to be like you don't feel like she planted all the clues in the room. Or you don't. She seems to be telling the truth about what she's saying, or not trying to be disingenuous here. She genuinely thinks a Duergar did it.
I believe maybe if I may speak, there may be a plot from the what was it?
The Arastas.
The Arastas to potentially frame someone, perhaps if a war broke out, the Aramasters plan to take control, or
Yes, you can't
Because it's
seriously
likely
think that you're
you'll
going
be
to
at the
win
front of the
against the
war, won't
Duergar.
you? If there's a
War is
war,
a
you'll be
war.
at the front of it.
Well, it would be either me or Diamanta would be the likely candidates to lead the Drow, or it would be unorthodox for a male, but yourself, Sawyer, would be the third possible candidate if you showed the required mettle to seize the throne, which I doubt.
If you went
Could
into
I-
a war and died, then the other family might be available to take over the Drow after you.
could I do an insight check to see if we tell her that we think a Duergar's being framed, will she just take that and be like, great, let's have a war. We can say it's the Duergar.
Okay.
Like, if we tell her evidence against the Duergar.
Okay. Roll insight, and I'll be right back. 1 second.
Vicious.
Oh, it was almost a natural one. But I rolled a 19, which is great because I have
Oh,
plus
nice.
0 to insight.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is 19 right?
Um,
19 is right next to 1 on the dice.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh,
guys thinking
man.
right now? What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking, I've just
I-
realized, like, there is a possibility that someone, like, walked in, discovered the body, and, like, decided to frame the Duergar, like, had, like, something to be able to do it independent of, like, whoever actually did it. But
I
then
think
that
the
doesn't track
framings-
for, like, someone went and made Grug look like he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of work for the framing.
Yeah.
I think Sir Pete is just using this situation rather than
Yeah. I don't think she's
the one who caused it.
I think that maybe there could be like an unorthodox alliance going on, like two factions on either side that want war.
Yeah.
Like the unseen dwarves and the monsters work together to frame someone.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
it's
in
still possible.
an unseen war, the invisible guys would just stay in the back lines, do nothing,
Yeah.
and then become the rulers.
And from like
Well, I think
because from the
we-
sense
And
of it,
then there's the family. There's the family that's hiding away from everyone. A war happens, and then they're the final surviving family.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Drow are really weak at the moment in terms of like war might. Like the Duergar,
I think your family is quite weak. I'm not sure about the Drow in general.
yeah,
The
I
Drow
guess so.
definitely have less. They have way less weapons than the Duergar.
Yeah, the Duergar are superior in weapons, and I think people.
I think we should go and try and talk to Diamante Arasta.
Okay, what did you roll for insight?
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Okay, and what were you trying to figure out?
I was trying to figure out that if we tell her that we think a Duergar is being framed, if she could potentially be helpful to us, or if I think she'll then go off and like use that knowledge to help the framing of this Duergar.
You think that this would not sit well with the narrative that she is trying to kind of perpetuate.
So I don't think she'd like use the evidence to.
She might just ignore it.
You think like so with a 19, based on the way that she's acting, you think that it's a pretty open and shut case in her mind. She's like, this was clearly a Duergar. It doesn't matter which Duergar. They need to be eradicated.
Yeah, so sowing some doubt in her mind could be quite good because then we stop her immediately going to war. Alright, I say we believe that there was a Duergar that has been framed, and like we lay out the fact that like we found him, he stabbed like someone stabbed him 3 times. The blood on his own weapon is his.
It's true. We the evidence all points to this.
The plot
Which means that
thickens.
it's a bigger thing than just one Duergar or the whole of the Duergar deciding they want to kill someone. Because why would they frame another Duergar so it's not the Duergar?
Hmm.
Or at least it's not as clear as you're putting it out to be.
Could this simply be a high up Duergar trying to cover his tracks?
No.
It could be, but we don't have much proof that it's a Duergar or that it's a drought, which isn't exactly true because we know that the blood leading away was Duergar blood, but
Yeah.
I don't tell her that.
Mm.
We also suspect one of the high up guys, so
So this could have been the work of House Arasta, then. They murder her and frame a Duergar, starting a war, creating the perfect conditions for them to seize power.
It's all
But-
very
Sure, you can see
complicated.
that this could be you.
Me? How? How would I sneak into the Duergar camp by myself and frame this random stoner, sneak back here, all in the course of one evening,
Well, we just
and
walked over
kill
there and back.
my own adopted mother in the process?
You were the last person
you-
known to be with her.
We don't know you, Sabina.
Wait, are you saying that
Sabina.
it would take too long to go there and back in one night?
From the time when I left Matriarch Sildari to the time when she was found dead, there would not have been time for me to plant that evidence.
Who's
I'm
to
sure
say
you
you
would
didn't
agree.
hire
Right.
someone?
Yeah,
I
I think we should go talk to the Orastans.
when you think of the Romeo and Juliet situation, a drow and a Duergar meet each other, divided by war.
Well, she's trying to
team
start
up.
a war, so it's probably not her, right?
Can
Well,
someone
they
shut this guy up?
No, that's our lawyer.
Yeah.
He has a right.
I'm good once we have all the evidence and stuff. I'm not too good at finding all the evidence, you know.
Yeah, it's not really a job.
Yeah, it's not my job, but I need to know the evidence, so that's why I'm here.
Okay, where might we find the Orastas? Are we able to talk to them? Will they talk to us?
I'm not sure. I can show you to Diamanta Rusta's chambers, but you'll have to try and talk your way in. I don't know if she'll be willing to speak to, well, any of you, but least of all a Sildari.
Hmm.
And I would not probe too far into this whole red herring situation because between us, it's quite convenient, isn't it? If we can just present all the evidence, we have the perfect scapegoat. The Kuatoa will be happy, and they will allow us to exterminate the Duergar.
You are not
Given that
making
we've
yourself
proved
out to
their
be
foul
innocent at all. You're digging yourself in a deeper hole. Remember, we still think you're a suspect, so maybe
This was never about innocence. This is
Yeah,
about the
it is.
future of the House of Sildari. I will kill as many Duergar as I have to make that sure for our bloodline. Well, my adoptive bloodline, at least.
May I ask before we leave why you were adopted?
Well,
Why were you adopted?
Ludos and Vicalia, after the rest of the Sildaris disgraced themselves, had need of a daughter to continue the family line, and, well, I was always close to your grandmother. I was the finest acolyte she had. the most talented in battle and politics, and I was the perfect candidate to succeed to the throne, except that I was not of a noble house myself. You see, we are not exactly a meritocratic society, but for those who can work their way to the top, there's always ways, even if your blood is not pure. So we agreed that your grandparents would adopt me, and I suppose I was the daughter they always wished they had had.
Whoa. Rude.
Well, rude. Yeah, I think we've gotten everything we need from her. We should go talk to Diamante before we're out of time.
Yes.
Okay, I will show you to her chambers. She leads you through a labyrinth of corridors to a quite separate part of the palace. The decor is different. It's kind of blood red in this part, in the Arasta's chambers. And you note that they seem like extremely keen on spider symbology, even like not quite to the extent of Sir Pika, but Sir Pika's is like a little bit try hard, and this seems, tasteful. Yeah, exactly. This is tasteful Lolth worship. And
That's even possible.
yeah, these are the ancient symbols of House Arasta. The blood red tarantula. And yeah, they're very proud of their kind of worship of Lolth, that is what you're getting from this decor. And she leads you to a door with a massive spider engraved on it. It's the most grand door here, and it's locked. She says, that leads to Diamante Rasta's chambers, but be careful. I'll leave you here. We're not on very good terms, Diamante and I. I'm afraid if we spoke, it would probably quickly turn into a fight to the death. So,
Jesus.
I mean, who's that?
Okay. The most
Ola.
persuasive of us. Yeah, exactly. The most persuasive of us is Sawyer, but he's not going to have a lot of sway in this conversation.
I could be
You guys
persuasive.
aren't drow.
Bring out my sword.
It's kind of
Fire
like
sword.
we both have stuff against us for persuading her.
Yeah.
If she doesn't
I think
open the door,
Sawyer
I
could-
can knock the.
I think Sawyer could meld a story of some kind with chosen stuff and drow and war stuff to persuade an opening compared to us.
You could try and convince her that you're going to kill your grandfather or something. But yeah, let's knock.
okay.
We're running out of time. I'm scared we should go back to the Duergar.
Yeah, you knock on this door and the sound echoes through the corridor. A voice behind the door calls out in a noble voice, "Who goes there?"
Well, Haley's on mute, so
State your purpose.
Fuck.
Criminal
I'm.
investigation.
It's me. I'm here to investigate the
It's
claim to the.
hey, it's Sawyer, the long lost chosen one of Lolth. Open up. Hey.
The door opens like a crack, and there's you see 10 chains, not just one, that are holding it shut. And then you see the face of Diamanta Arasta like peers through the crack. It's like a surprisingly she seems to have almost silver skin. It's like a very kind of light shade of the kind of drow purple. And it's got a silvery sheen to it. It's unlike most drow that you've seen before, and her eyes are pitch black and seem to pierce your soul. The chosen one of Loth.
Yeah, that's me.
We will see about that in due course. But I have been eager to meet with you. Come in. And you can bring your slaves. And
Yep.
Diamanta
Come in.
unbolts
That's me.
like the 10 bolts. Make your proposition. Why have you come to see me? And then I will decide whether to let you live. You note that she's wearing like full ceremonial battle armor.
Oh damn. I thought you were gonna say you noticed that
like
she's
in her
wearing a
shape.
robe, like a dressing gown. Her
Preparing
name's
for something?
Diamanta, right?
Yeah, Diamanta. Yeah.
Diamanta. The conditions under which the last queen died was extremely complicated from as we discovered through our investigation. Not only do we think a Duergar has been framed, but we do not know whether the person who framed is in the Duergar or the Drow.
Well, you have been busy playing detective, haven't you? Somewhat beneath the chosen of Loth, isn't it? I would have expected more bloodlust. I would have expected you'll be eager to demolish the Duergar. Why so timid? Why so weak?
Is it really weakness when the Duergar or is it more knowledge, intelligence? And the Duergar have a far superior military.
If I may speak, is it not weakness to hide in the dark, to murder a queen and frame someone else? Is it not strength to seek out that weakness so he may remove it?
Spider hides in the dark corners of its web. It waits until the moment to strike. It is the bumbling fly that flits through the light, bumbling here and there, following every dead end and twisting path, until it runs right into the silvery web of the waiting spider. That is true strength. And she flashes a steely grin at the four of you. Well,
I feel like maybe we should fight her. Maybe that's the only way to get info out of her.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We could like zone of truth.
I think
It's
4 against 1, isn't it?
No, let's beat her. We're beating her up.
Yeah, if we
I think we should beat her.
Yeah.
We could threaten
she says,
to beat
"Oh,
her up first, right?
Diamanta.
I think if we threaten, the fight will start.
Yeah. Diamanta.
Yeah.
Why don't we show you true strength? And maybe then you'll see our side of things. And I brandish my sword.
oh, The fly challenges the spider. Well. Oh,
Bro, we got a monologue again.
I welcome the chance to prove my might.
She's like ticking down her time. That's what she's doing.
Against the chosen of law.
Fire sword.
But should we not have this confrontation in the great hall where all can see?
No.
No, the spider does things in the dark, like you said.
Very well.
You do not
We
need
can just
an
tell us the
audience to
truth.
show your prowess.
You have struck the web, and it is time to suffer your fate. And she clicks her fingers, and from the chamber behind emerge 3 other silvery-looking drow.
We should not have done this in her chambers. This is a
No.
bad
They-
move.
Why are we killing the whole family here?
And they are also dressed in full ceremonial battle armor. One of them is wielding a staff with like a carved spider on top of it.
Wait, can we take it back? Can we do it in the public?
Yeah.
It's they're just like
Wait.
drawing their weapons. They haven't made any moves to attack yet.
Mm.
Hey, this isn't fair.
It's
We
your
thought it was
fault.
4v1.
The spider always has friends.
No, I think if we went to the chamber, there'd be even more on her side.
Yeah. I think we got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you draw your sword, and once she's finished giving her little speech and her cronies appear, she reaches beneath the breastplate of her armor, and she snaps off a silvery pendant that she's wearing, and you see that on the end of the pendant is dangling a spider, like a silver carved spider, and she says, "Welcome your fate as a feast for the spiders." And she clutches the spider tight in her fist, and then her shoulders begin to swell. From her torso, 3 more limb buds on each side appear, and then hairy limbs burst out as she doubles, triples in size, and transforms into a giant spider and lunges at Sawyer. Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And
Wait,
makes you tired.
Do we roll initiative, or should we leave on a cliffhanger of combat?
True, that's probably...
Yeah, we're almost at 4 o'clock.
We're almost at 4 p.m. Okay, maybe we should leave it on a cliffhanger.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
So she's a
I think this was
spider.
inevitable.
Yeah. We had to fight
Yeah.
someone.
Well, you were just like, I'm a little bit confused how we got to the fighting. It was just like, she doesn't seem like she's going to give us information unless we fight her, so let's just fight.
Yeah, I didn't really get it.
Yeah, I think if we win, like she'll volunteer information, maybe.
Yeah.
Does that
Maybe
make
we'll
she'll-
just kill her and have less information.
No, but she'll respect
Or we'll
the...
have full house to investigate for free.
Yeah, we can
I guess.
we can just knock her out instead of killing her. She'll respect the, because that's how it works in the drow community, is that you to like earn someone's respect, or to like basically how the getting in a position of power works is that you formally announce a duel. So we're kind of doing that right now. And basically, if we win this fight, hopefully she'll like respect us enough to tell us what she knows, or even like have just back off, basically.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, tune in next time to see if the party will survive the spider's lair. Was it a wise decision to pick a fight in the depths of the Arasta's chambers? We will find out.
Definitely not, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, we got this.
Fine.
It wasn't wise, but it was the correct decision.
Surely, okay,
For the
we're playing
content.
Pokemon rules, right? Fire beats bug, so I deal extra damage with my fire sword.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
web's
yeah.
web's flammable in D&D.
So I can set fire to the room.
True.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching. Very exciting times. We'll find out next time whether we defeat Diamanta. We shall see. Alright. Bye everyone!
Farewell.
Bye. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Level Down. In this episode, Ellie plays Sybil Solstice, Haley plays Sawyer, Ricky plays Stefan Papers, and I play Sir Bear, and Leaf is the Game Master. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify at Level Down ! And we have a TikTok and Instagram at Level Downcast. On the TikTok we post short form content, and on the Instagram we post photo shoots and character art. You can email us at leveldownpod@gmail.com for business or collaboration inquiries. Our theme music is Wub 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 by Leaf. If you haven't yet, make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify, or if you're watching on YouTube, give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, we stream live on Twitch, so follow us there and turn on notifications to watch us live. Until next time!